Hello everyone, my name is Conrad on behalf of CameraStuff. Thank you for joining yet another session of In the Limelight. So what we do is we scout the South African industry, we find some local talent and we take some opportunities to chat with them. So hopefully all of you are joining. I see we are building a nice crowd as we speak. And as always, if you have any questions to ask or any comments, do drop them in the comment section and we'll tackle them as we go along. So hopefully you're at home nice and warm. You can see by the by my attire, it is quite chillish tonight, but we'll definitely soldier on tonight. So tonight we are joined by talented event photographer and lighting photographer called Asanda. So without further ado, I think we're just going to pull him in and say greetings, shall we? Hello there, Asanda. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Now stop, Conrad.
I'm doing spectacularly well. Thank you so much. All right, so we're going to have a bunch of questions to ask you tonight. So I think to start off with, it's the common question. So tell us, how did you get into photography? Did you have any challenges up front, and how did you overcome those challenges?
Funniest part with me entering into like photography industry. It was never like my dream or something, because reason why I started being a photographer, I had no choice but to be a photographer.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be an artist. The reason why I came to Johannesburg because I was a rapper, but things couldn't go the way as I planned. Reason I also during that period of time things were not going well on my side, my music career side. I had a friend who I came with here in Johannesburg, of which he brought everything like a studio, camera, and stuff, So he was like, okay, no, something is like, it's not working out. Like, let's just go back home. I was like, no, I'll just chill, just hold on for a few months and see what's going on, what's going to happen. So he left behind the camera. So him living behind the camera, yeah. So I had to like find ways of paying the rent, buying food and stuff. So I started to I took this camera, went to the streets, and then I started shooting random people and stuff, like those random pictures and stuff. So after that, I was like, that's where I started building clients and stuff. And then I got an invite, I got the bookings from there. It all started there actually, me trying to hustle for paying the bills and stuff. So after that, there's no looking back. So actually, it was a friend. So because the reason why it was because it never worked out. So yeah. From there,
very interesting.
Yeah.
So hopefully your music career picks up at some point in the future, and we're keen to listen to your tracks. Certain people out there as well. But John, I was going to talk about photography tonight. So I think let's show people what you are capable of. Just going to pull this to one side. All right, so here are your images. So we'll talk about all of these one by one as we prod along. No, very, very talented photographer. So what is your photography company name?
My photography company name is 39Picturess, P2YLTD.
All right, so let me just find that on Instagram and we can share the link with people.
Double S.
All right, so while I do that, can I ask you what gear did you start off with? So you mentioned that you got your friend's camera. What was that? And what do you have now?
Okay, I started 2019 shooting. So I had my first camera. It was a 4000D Canon. That was my first equipment to start with, shooting and stuff with a standard kit lens, obviously. So yeah, as time goes by, now I have Nikon D750, of which I'm trying to get it into Z series now. I'm trying to go there, but let's see how much I'm making towards the end of the year, and then let's see. But I've shot some couple of pictures with a Z7, and then today I was using a Z9. So it's very nice, man. And also Z8 also. So, but I prefer. I think I might go with a Z8. Yeah, but I'm gonna get there someday. We're gonna own one. You never know.
No, that's a good background to have. So interesting, you jumped from Canon to Nikon. Any particular reason?
Yeah, eh?
Photographers tend to be quite brand loyal, so making one jump from one brand to another. Any
No, but now with stills, eh? No, I'm not looking back. I prefer Nikon. No other thing.
good.
Like, no. With stills, I'm okay with that one. I'm not going back.
Good. All right. So, people watching, I see we have a nice crowd. Do drop your name and where you're from in the comment section. Let's take an opportunity to, yeah, meet one another. So, yeah, as mentioned, drop your name and where you're from in the comment section. Let's see who's watching.
I also started in 18 or 19. Was that? Cool.
So, Prince saying I started 2018 shooting with a 600D.
Yeah,
So, do you still have the Canon, the 4000D? Because
yes,
people are often.
it's somewhere. But let me actually show you. It's there. Around. Where is it? Oh, yeah. This is my baby. This one. This is my baby. It's not going anywhere. No. This is like best memories ever. This is where my career started. So
yeah, photographers are reluctant to give away their first camera because it's as you said, it's a
ways,
memory, it's nostalgia value. It's a bit of a trophy, eh? So it's a bit of a reminder where you came from.
Yeah. Gotta tell story with you gotta tell your grandchild, all the stuff about how you started this thing. And this one, I'm going to the grave with.
Yeah, that you with the kit lens. It's a good trophy to have. Yeah, so watching all this sorry, I lost my words. Watching all the way from Nelspruit and Prince again, and also Prince. Unluckily, I lost my 600DR. Sorry about that. But lost the 600D to the 800D and looking at buying the EORR as well. That's a great camera too. So hopefully you get that, Prince. Rooting for you. And also SKWA, don't know how you may pronounce that, KWA, maybe. Watching all the way from the Free State. Thank you for joining.
Oh, that's nice.
All right. So in terms of your career, do you want to share any particular great memory that you've had? Great memory, number one. And number two, any great challenge that you had to overcome during your career? So think it out for words. Yeah, so what moment in your career like really stood out to you and how it changed your career in the long term?
Moments that stood up to me is me traveling like to African countries, Like those
awesome.
Those like okay, you're leaving the country now, going to where there's no load shedding and stuff. I was like, okay, cool. Now we're working, now we're flying. And also, okay, my first flight, also my first flight, okay, I was working in it was in a PE, no, where was it? Yeah, it was in PE. Yeah, like there, I was like, okay, now I'm flying, no more on the ground. Now I'm up there. So those are my best memories I ever had, in terms of photography and stuff. And then what's the other question also? What's a challenging one, right?
Yeah, like a big challenge that you had during your career, and how did you overcome
it?
Yeah.
It is when I was shooting for Ivy Park. The merchandise for Adidas and Beyonce collaborated with Beyonce.
Oh,
that
okay,
one
awesome.
was
Tell us about that.
Yeah, it is challenging because the shoot was supposed actually it happened during the working hours, like during the week, of which I was doing some 9 to 5 back in the days. So I had to make an excuse for that. Like, no, guys, I'm not feeling well and stuff. Cool. I did a dead past and everything. Now we're getting to a location. The guy like giving us issues because we were shooting in a rent club. I don't know if you know it here in Johannesburg. Now there's a famous where everyone is shooting, But then it was during the lockdown, so it was totally, it was totally closed. So no one was, allowed to shoot there. So I had to bribe and sneak in, not bring a lot of equipment and stuff because the cameras are watching, so and stuff. So it was big challenging, but that one changed because after the shoot, everything changed. Even the Ivy Park posted the picture that I took for them and stuff. So I would say I don't want to brag, but I can like comfortably say I was the first guy to shoot Ivy Park without being in a being like without the agency involved and stuff. So I'm doing that now. So it was challenging, but yeah, but the outcome of it was amazing. It was amazing. I don't know, it was amazing.
So you said you started in 2019. So you got into the meat of the pandemic as well. So you basically started your career more or less
Actually,
when the pandemic started.
yeah. So actually, my career started to take off, big taking off after towards the end of the lockdown and stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, Joe. Yeah, it must have been challenging otherwise. To start or to get
Yeah,
into
hey,
photography,
okay.
and then a lockdown happens. Yeah.
And I had to go back home because there was nothing happening here in terms of entertainment, media wise and stuff. So I had to go back home, go back to the drawing board and see what can I do beside photography because now I had no choice to do something else, until everything resumes normally back to the normal state.
Yeah, interesting times the pandemic.
Yeah, I would like to save that thing was told us to save actually.
All right.
To
So a question I
saving.
have from my side before I get into the questions, let's see the comments here. So started 2021 with Canon PowerShot 420. So that also from
Shoot,
Skewa
been it
Peace,
again, man.
all the
Oh.
way from Mozambique. Huh? Thank you for joining from Mozambique. I think that
I've
may be
got
our
I've
first
got my people in
international.
Mozambique. Hey, it's funny.
Good to live in a free state now. I'm using Canon 1200D. Also a good camera, that 1200D. Sia Bulalela,
Yes, it
sorry,
is. It is.
tongue twister.
I
Sia
used it also.
Bulalela. Also joining us, Fabian from George. Hello, Fabian. Thank you for joining.
Yes.
All right. So,
Yeah.
besides camera and lenses, what piece of photographic gear do you never leave home without? Yeah. So, what is your favorite
Oh,
photographic
it's
gear
all about
besides the camera
accessories,
and
eh?
yep, accessories? Yeah. What's your favorite camera accessory?
Oh, my V1. All those pictures there, I took. I shot them with the V1. My V1
Uh-huh.
flash. V1 flash. My softbox. Now I've got a new one because I've been going there
Mm-hmm.
to you guys shop and buying like non-stop and stuff. So I've got an
Yeah.
80. So whenever I have a student shoot, I'm taking my new babies and stuff. What else do I have? And then I never leave out beside the cameras. Obviously the stands.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I'm shooting videos, my LED lights, the Chill 61. Never leave this. They run out. What else? And my gimbal always there. What else? Yeah, think of those few things that are always on my bag and stuff. Yeah.
All right. So you mentioned Godog's V1. All right. So what's your experience with off-camera flash? So did you use the flash on camera previously? Compare that with off-camera flash, and also do any time that you shot without flashes as well. So do you want to make a
You know,
comparison? How it changed your photographic career using the flash?
okay. Using the flash with my career. Okay, the time I started, because I had to check. Because there's this one young nose. I started with a young nose one with the flash and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't quite happy. I don't know why, but I wasn't quite compared to what I'm using right now. A V1 is awesome. It's awesome. Like I don't know, like the pictures are like coming up perfectly. Like yeah, everything is there, man. Like so smooth. And then shooting with that flash, uh it depends actually. If I'm shooting day vibe events, obviously I don't need flash until but the pictures are coming out nice. Also you have to check on your lighting, whether it's like a
Mm-hmm.
sun, whether like a shade and stuff. So you have to make sure your lighting that is okay. And then yeah, then you can rock without a flash. But with the flash, at the same time, you have to balance your lighting. So for me, I never had a challenge actually, and I love shooting with both actually options. With without a
Mm.
flash. Like there's no issue that I always like I ever experienced with those.
All right. So I
Yeah.
think on that note, let's have a look at your photos then, shall we? Just gonna pull the chat box away. Let's do this. All right. So
Even
what we
this
do
one,
in
I shot
this,
without a flash. There was no flash
oops,
too.
this one, no flash.
Yeah, no flash. Because I shot with a 24 to 70 Sigma lens.
All right. So how do you choose between flash and no flash? Like, do you have a procedure in your mind? You know, all the protocols that you need to go through to decide, okay,
Yes,
now I'm using a flash or not using a flash.
yeah. As I said, it depends on what the subject is actually. Whether
Mm,
it's whether it's like enough light to to not use a flash, then I'll not use it. If there's like a serious little bit low lights, and then I can even okay, it depends actually what I want. With this picture,
mm,
I wanted something natural, something pure. Not too much actually, just colors popping out, the skin tone, everything is there. So I wanted some natural stuff. That's how I go without a flash. So
mm.
if no flash now, I wanna do some shoot. Oh yeah, shoot some natural stuff, you know. And then with the flash, obviously, just to add a little bit of lighting here and there. But yeah,
Okay, yeah, makes
you
perfect
know,
sense. Yeah, so basically use a flash when required. It's a good way of going
yeah,
about it. I think people tend to overuse the flash even when not necessary, even when the ambient light is more than good enough. Yeah, people tend to
that's
rely too
yeah,
much on flash as well, and it tends to create artificial
mm,
looking images when not required.
exactly. Yeah,
So what we
yeah,
like to
yeah,
call that's like we call in industry over flashing, or when it's a flashy photo. Yeah, sometimes you have
yeah,
to make use of what's available, and that's more than good
exactly.
enough. All right, so what we do here is we talk about these images one by one. So if you want
Yeah,
to take the reins here and tell us what went into the creation of the shoot. So in terms of gear, location, model, anything that you want to
yeah.
mention. So
Okay,
floor is yours.
this one I was in Botswana for Forbes under 30. I was shooting there this year, early this year. So yeah, okay. So those people that's why invited under 30. There's like mostly like African people, Nigerians, Ghanaians, and stuff. So I'm a fashion guy. You know, I love
Mm-hmm.
fashion to a point where if I could just leave now, photograph, I'll definitely go to fashion designing and stuff. So with this one, what I loved about it is her thingy. Her dress was popping out. As you can see, the green is there. Even her
Mm-hmm.
skin tone. That's what I love about her. Actually, that's the most thing that caught me. Like even her skin tone is like it's not dark, it's not that yellow, but no, it's just light skin. I love how she dressed also. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm the guy who can use whatever uh, sport that I can see. I don't like to shoot everyone because yeah, we were shooting like there was a billboard behind, shooting and stuff. But they're like, no, everyone is doing that. Let me just do something. So like, okay, I can see there's like a bit of steps going up. Let's shoot there. That's how this shoot came apart because everyone was shooting there. What there's like at the banner or shooting on the banners. No, some because these are high profile people. So some they prefer their own pictures where there's like no brand behind or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, let me just shoot you on this one, and then this is the thingy, the outcome of that image and stuff. And everyone wanted a photo after this year. Everyone wanted a photo on the steps, because
Good.
me, we can't be doing the same thing. Like everyone is shooting there. They have to be creative, man. Because yeah, everyone is dressing like so nicely and stuff. So everyone wanna stand out. So
Mm,
you can't be shooting like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Everyone wanna stand out. Even the pictures have to stand out. Okay, you can see this is 39 pictures that took this picture and whatever and stuff.
mm,
So yeah, I love to stand out. I don't know lie. Me, I love to stand out. I love to say that's my work.
mm.
Even if it's a guy from other provinces or whatever. But if that photographer knows my work, will be like that's 39 pictures. You know.
Right, a couple of interesting points that you brought up. Number one, establishing a
Yeah.
brand for yourself. So you already elaborated on that. I don't know if you want to give advice to people out there in terms of establishing a brand and as to the reasons why.
Yeah, establishing a brand is not nice. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. Some are meant like for 9 to 5. Some are meant to hustle. Me, I was meant to hustle. like I try to hustle on this way. So I try to
Hmm.
do this normal job thingies, 9 to 5, but I fail actually. I fail. I'm the guy who always got ideas and stuff. And I love working with, people, collaborating with other people and stuff. Just share ideas, share some nice creativity. I can't be doing the same thing that I was doing last year, this year, you know. So with going back to your question, establishing a brand, you must know that you're gonna be taking some L's. So establishing a brand is not like you can just wake up today and then yeah, my brand is there. No, you're
Mm.
gonna take some L's, you're gonna take some wins at the same time, but you mustn't give up on that. You mustn't give. You must make sure you stay committed. You must make sure you stay on the internet. You go search, go to YouTube. YouTube, okay. Me, I learn everything on the YouTube. I only have my trick. I learned everything on the YouTube.
Mhm.
Collaborate with people. That's how your name's gonna, your brand is gonna go out there. Like, okay, gonna be mentioned in those high, on those offices and stuff. Collaborate with people and stuff. So that's how actually you can establish a brand. Work hard,
Mhm.
work until it's gonna make sense at the end of the day.
Now, so something I like to do is when listening to people, I like to help them out in terms of merchandising. So if you want to start a
Yeah,
merchandising brand, a couple of slogans. So something you mentioned about taking
yeah.
L's. So take your L's, but your W's are around the corner.
Yes, 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 yes.
Like it. Yeah, so you can have that as a t-shirt.
Okay.
All right, so something else I've noticed is the colors in this image. So the greens complementing the reds in the background and obviously the skin tone as well. It creates some nice
Yes, yes.
composition here. So very cleverly spotted. So let's go to our second image.
Oh, this one. Yeah, I shot this in Rosebank.
Hmm.
This one, you know, the this one I had to wait for the thingy, for the light to go down, for the sun to go down in order to get this thing. Yeah, because see the background is too much dark. I don't know if you ever been to this restaurant. It's called Slovakian thingy. It's just there in Rosebank Mall, next to
Heard about
Rosebank
it,
Mall.
never went now.
Yes, yes. I was there for okay. There's this company that I was looking for, so and they booked me for like they're celebrating something there. So I see this thingy that this black infrastructure, like, okay, cool, this is nice, but it's not nice during the day when there's like too much sun out. It's
Yeah.
not really nice, but it's more nice actually, around like 5 p.m. When there's like sun, it's a bit down and stuff. So the guy with me for the shoot on 12. So he didn't have even had a location and stuff. So I had to meet to scout a location on the next day. I was like, cool, let's go to Rosebank. I once saw this location where there's like a nice background and stuff. Of course, this picture, you see this artwork that's in a t-shirt. Yeah, that is he's a painter guy. He does painting and stuff. So now what it does, instead of painting, he sells his t-shirt with his art at the Edgar's shop. So he did some collaboration
Hmm.
with Edgar's for those pictures. So he wanted this to be displayed at Edgar's store. So I had to wait for the sun to go down actually, and then I shot this around 5:30 to 6. I used the V1, yeah, and my softbox too in order to achieve this amazing
Mm.
work. You all see.
All
Mm.
right, so you definitely have an artist mind, from what I could tell. Always keen to collaborate, always keen to get out there, not wanting the 9 to 5
Yeah.
job. So, what I want to ask you, what advice do you have to photographers out there who are maybe a little bit shy and introverted? How do you go about collaborating with people? Like, how do you get everybody on the same page?
It's a bit tricky and it's hard to convince everyone to be on the same boat so we can all float together. It's a bit tricky and hard because we like I can put 5 guys here and maybe two of us and then three the rest are not on the same page. I like they're not like they won't be on the same. They won't have like my same mindset as those two guys that I have. So it's a bit tricky, but you have to try by all means to convince those three to guys. we're gonna take these 3 steps in order to success, to be on the fourth one, of which is success. So obviously, like on the way, there's gonna be some else. There's gonna be some challenges. There's gonna be some difficulties. But end of the day, the mission here is all gonna success. We're all gonna achieve what we wanna achieve. So yeah, that's how I can motivate all the guys. You mustn't be scared. Go out there, should yeah, learn more, be eager to learn. Everything is on the internet nowadays. You don't have to go to school. To be honest, you don't have to go to school. Like I could tell you now that I have some people coming, some graduated student from after coming to me, giving me like, we need some job. Can you please teach me this and here? Nowadays you don't need to school. Everything is on the internet. But I never say mustn't go to school. Kids go to school, but the reality is everything is on the internet. You must work hard, strive, be humble. Yeah, and then you're gonna get what you want at the end of the day. But what's really most important is that you must believe in yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the University of YouTube, as we call it.
Yeah,
So,
that's where
see
graduation from,
here.
man.
What questions do we have? All right, so from Prince, what's your current cost for the equipment that you have all together right now?
That's what. What's the current cost equipment I have all together right now? Asanda. Okay, some serious figures. That's all I can say. Some serious figures. Actually, could ask contact how much I've been putting there on the shop every damn month. And then yeah, but yeah, I've got enough equipment, to go back to your question. I've got enough equipment, yeah, to do the amazing work. Yeah, so you could do calculations. I have like 8400. I have like a Nikon D750, Sony, I'll say, 873. I have lights, I have assistant, and recently I just bought assistant now. So yeah, enough equipment to do the amazing work. That's all I can say.
No, I think it's important to say that you didn't splurge out all of that cash all at once. So it was a little bit at a time. So it's little bit collecting them over a set period of time. Yeah, so I don't know many photographers who can just dish out, let's say, 100,000K or 200,000K. Yeah. So for the majority, so what you may have now may cost a lot, but it was through hard work, dedication, collecting money, investing when necessary. Yeah, but as I said, it wasn't a case of like, here is R1 million, give me everything. Yeah, so it's a little bit at a time. Yeah, so that shouldn't demotivate people. Yeah, so a lot of photographers out there do have a lot of gear, a lot of expensive gear, but for the vast majority of them, it was about collecting them a little bit at a time. Yeah, so as I said, right at the beginning, we all started with our 2000Ds, our 1200Ds, our entry-level cameras, and yeah, we move up in the world little bit by little bit.
Yeah, baby steps.
Baby steps, that's the term I'm looking for. All right, let's have a look at some more images, shall we? This question.
Okay, sure. Oh, this one. Okay, with this one, with this one, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
With this one, I use the, what you call this thing? There's just the latest softbox. No, the latest diffuser, man. The yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
That's silicone ball.
Yes. Because this we're in a restaurant here. So with the restaurant, they always complain about flashing stuff, So we shot this outside instead, because I saw this amazing light behind it. Like then, okay, the picture's gonna come out nice with those lights at the back and stuff. This was shot in Mall of Africa, City Lodge Hotel. City Lodge Hotel. Yeah, somewhere there. So yeah, I used my Nikon, and then a 35mm and a V1, and then that small diffuser. Yeah, and it's pretty. That thing, I can trust it, man. If I don't have any softbox, I trust it. I don't know lie. It's been working on my like since I bought it from you guys. Yeah, the work has been amazing. It's been amazing.
All right. So, what else has been your experience using that silicone ball? So, I don't have an example with me, but it's basically just a white ball that you attach to the top
Yeah,
of your flash on a
let me show
flash
them.
head. Yeah, it spreads
Yeah.
light everywhere. So light distributes all over the
Oh, I
show.
love
So it gives
it.
you an opportunity to bounce the light from walls and the ceiling. So it creates a nice big bomb of light, as we call it.
Yeah, this is the baby. This is the
That's
baby.
it. Yeah. Wait, let me get you
This
on
is
big
the baby.
screen.
You guys never go wrong here. Even I've got guys who be like, yo, Joe, you see the thing, you remember the thing you recommended, it's working. I've got guys be like, coming to my game, like, what are you using? No, I'm just using this. Especially when it's like events, a restaurant shoot, I
Hmm.
use this. I use this baby. It's amazing. It's cheap, it's affordable, guys. Everyone can get it. CameraStuff is here to help you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for the plug. All right, let's see some more questions, shall we? Larumo. No, Larumo. So, what is your biggest inspiration?
Inspiration. Okay, for this part, then going back to not just not that I wasn't that interested that deep into photography. I want to do the filming stuff, you know, because growing up I used to watch a lot of thingy, lot of movies, Jackie Chan back in the days, So I was so curious with what's going on here. How are they shooting this? Jackie Chan doing those stunts, I
Hmm.
was so curious about that because I was a guy, I was a kid who was always indoors, playing games, watching movies, So I was like, okay, cool. Actually, that's why I studied. And funniest part, my mom used to love uh thingy, uh being taking of pictures and stuff. So even her albums always her front of the cameras and stuff, So actually, that's where I'll say it started from. And then as I was growing, I was like, let me just focus on something else. You know how life it is. But then now I'm investing more time into filming now because I feel like okay, pictures okay, cool. I can achieve this, I can achieve that, But now I want to do a lot of filming and stuff now, because I feel like this way. I will say what a lot of challenges and stuff you meet up along the way than photography. Photography, what I hate about it now was bothering me, especially in hunting. If you're gonna do an outdoor shoot, everyone has been using that shoot. Most of them are using that location. So it's almost been trick. It's been boring now because I prefer more of a studio shoot than an outdoor shoot. Because if you're gonna go to a location, someone has shot there 3 times, the other one 5 times. Yeah. So what inspired me? Yes, me growing up watching movies and stuff. I was so fascinated about all those things. So yeah, it's how yeah, I've got everything thing inspired by movies actually. Movies
No,
also.
it makes sense. Yeah, it's the same with my route as well. I was inspired by movies
Yeah.
initially, trying to how they use movies, bring it all to life in a still image.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, how I got into it as
And
well.
also get an opportunity because as I was staying here and watching like yeah, remember on 2019, I met this friend he's also an actor. So normally does some telenovela stuff. So he used to take me to his thingy to work with like recording all those Tarifa thing, all those famous telenovelas and stuff. So even there I was like, okay, cool. This is where I belong, actually, you know. But yeah, just movies. That's how I started.
All right. So, sorry to interrupt. I have load shedding at the moment. It should
Uh,
have come back on at the moment. I do have an inverter running, but the inverter is moaning at me. So I
oh,
may get switched off any moment now. If that
cool.
happens, I'll try my very best to get on again. But yeah, if I do disappear
Cool.
all of a sudden, just know it's Eskom doing its
Okay, no
tricks again.
problem. I got you, man.
All right. So I think before that happens, let's see some more questions, shall we? It's also from Prince. I think it's a follow-up question. Isn't it tricky to know what gear to
Yeah.
buy every time? I think this is a very, very good question. Do you need to
Oh,
find a niche to your type of photography you shoot? And at your time of career, I'm aware equipment is expensive after all, yeah. So figuring out a niche
yeah.
going forward and buying the best gear for it, I think this is incredibly tricky because you don't know what's around the corner, in terms of where you may end up. So you may buy
Shit.
gear today for what you want to do today, but
Mm.
in a year's time, things may sweep you in a different direction.
Yeah. Well, this one is tricky to okay. Thing is, you must know what you actually usually. So whether you're into sport, obviously you're gonna get those long lenses stuff. You're into events, as I'm into events. So I must know what to get, which equipment to get for, my type of style of shooting, my type of style of photography. So Prince, all I could advise with you, man, is that you must know what are you shooting, and then you could just get a proper equipment for what you actually shooting, where your photography is. If you're into sport, cars, get a proper lens for those things. Actually, you must find, make a relationship with people who are into your photography style. And then those ones are going to help you to get the right equipment. Okay, Conrad is gone. So, guys, I'm your host for today. So keep those questions on. Imagine this. He said, if you thinking, if doesn't come back for long, just nice try. So let's see. We're gonna invite Halapa.
Let me check if it's still live.
Yeah, let's see. Is I talk? Is I boy? Is I boy? As a color,
Check the questions that let's take it up. Can you find them?
balo mfana Prince Mthokozisa Mhlanga. Hayibo, ngathi inkabi yaleke zelena. Hayi is I host alone. Ayisanyamaza. Yeah, is I choice.
Read the question.
Ngiyifundile lena, ngiyiphendulile lena. Is I Quebec? What is it? Quebec ngayithabela. Bah! Wakathi bishelela kanje. Sashiyela. Guys, the questions.
Oh, I'll check you the comments. No?
Ungene kanjani nje? Ungene ngo-Facebook.
Check it. This funny questions.
Nanga masafike kanjani la?
Those are the comments. I'll show the other one. You are Tatara Power Fagin upon the people.
Izinkabi asifikile hayi. Kamsa kaphela lesi. Yeah, ubani ufana lo page. Oh shit! Oh, inkabi yami lena. Manje salute. This is to be great for you. You're hosting the show now. Hey Baba, I'm hosting. I'm your host. Come with the questions. So okay. There's a question that I see here. Okay, what's your biggest inspiration from Up till the Rumo? My biggest inspiration is you guys. I don't know lie, man. It's you guys. I've been motivated by people like in my circle and stuff. Even if you're not even in my circle, if I see your craft is dope, your craft is amazing and stuff, I'll show love to you. I don't know lie. Like I've got Bruce in PE that I never met, but there was this day they were like, even in Nzira after Botswana, the first town after Botswana, I've Bruce there. They're doing some amazing work, amazing photographers doing stuff. They'll be like, hey, goed man, can you please motivate? No, Joe, keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Focus in your school, graduate, do whatever, but yeah, keep pushing. Yeah. But you niggas are inspiring me. I don't know lie. You guys are inspiring me. To be honest, you inspire me, guys. You inspire me, guys. Prince, I see you. Dark Laroom, I see you. Tomisho, I see you. Like, not a question, but I look up to you. Shout out, my dog. You're my boy. Look up. Must put up shite word there. Yeah, shout out. SK. Stay, okay, all the way from Mozambique. I'm to live in Free State. Okay, cool. Shout out, Maji. Shout out, SK. Shout out. Okay, my Bruce in most footy. Fabian from George. Okay, see. That's amazing, guys. Shout out, Daka, Poison, Ina, Prince, Ina winning, Poison, Wait, I'm the version of we are picking at popular me, boy. I'll be back. We're on the show now. The room of poison. I don't lie, man. I don't lie. You niggas inspire me. I don't lie. A lot of you guys inspire me. I've got females also, female photographers. They're doing the most. Just that I feel like female photographers are not being exposed. I don't know. They like I feel like the chance of being out there for them, you guys never valid. You guys don't open for okay, big guys, not you guys. See big guys in the industry, they don't wanna see female photographers shining and stuff, doing some biggest shit ever. No, I don't know why. Yeah. So that's a reality. You can't run away from the thing. That's a reality on its own. You know how many amazing female photographers we have, guys. Yo, but on, not even photographers, even the directors and stuff. I don't know what must happen in order for them to go to be up there, to be on the same level as us. I don't know, but yeah, it's something we can work on, but it's gonna be hard. But it's achievable. It's doable. We can do this, guys. Like, let's put on those female photographers. Let's put on those female videographers, directors. Offline editors, some retouchers. Female today, but hey, guys, come on, let's do it. Let's do it together. We can do it. NC level. Yes. It's there. There are too many, bro. Yeah, dog. Too many, Baffle. Too many, Baffle. Too many. I don't lie. Let's put on those people out there. Give them chances, dog. Hey, okay, I will ask you guys. I don't lie. Hey, nigga, then turn for them cholo, you guys, you wanna smash now? Don't smash, guys. Let's build some careers. Let's all lift each other up. This thing of dating you wanna smash, it's not the one, guys. Let's be honest now, guys. I know a lot of them fucking photographers who, like I've seen it before, entertainment on its own, a female wanna shine, but you went out, let's stand here in the bedroom. That's what mustn't work, guys. Let's operate. Let's give them a chance, guys. Let's work. Let's work. I'm done. I'm done. Tesla. You know what I'm talking about. You know. Let's give ladies a chance now. Let's give a ladies a chance. Never mind the smashing part. No, let's just put it aside. Business on. Business on. The room, I'm watching you. Watch. That's chitan. Yeah, guys, but yeah, let's do it, man. But shout out those who tune in, man. I'm appreciating yan bala la uno. Some spoiler. Le rumo. What does like employee am. Ina. Boy, I'm gonna send you something, man. Shout out. Tomisha boy. I'm gonna send you something, bro. Shout out, man. I wanna talk about true niggas. You guys appreciate it, but yeah, man, let's support each other, show each other love and stuff, push some work. Yeah, why not? Okay, I always love to make this example, which is see how like J.R. Echo, David Black, King Henry, my Bruce Azaya, they're pushing the shit. Tapelo, Ludi, it's Ludi, ne? What the nepe, J. What the nepe, what in this? All these guys, shout out, man. Those are my bros. And see how they collaborated with other different photographers. They don't box themselves in like J. Guys, let's bombane. Be together. Let's unite. And then definitely some Western countries will respect your work. I don't know.
There's a question for Prince.
Okay, okay. Joslana.
No.
Tesla.
No, there's a question from Prince about corporate and
Corporate.
decide what's your take on
Okay, okay. Sheesh, sorry, man. Besides, what's your take on, to be honest, working with the kind of people like corporate artists, fashion designers, or just quality ikram, or you just quality ikram? Okay. This one is pretty nice. That's a nice question. I don't lie. Working with artists, Joe. It depends on what you want, man. Uguchi, when cause I don't lie, there's no money in my artist. To be honest with you, I mean, there's no money when it comes to artists. You can build your career with an artist through the artist, not with an artist, because artists already say that. You can build your career through the artist, fine, but don't stay there forever. If you know what you want, if you wanna be like Austin Malema, you wanna do. I don't like guys. There's money in my corporate. I mean, I'm telling every week. Just that, like now. What I'm saying, guys, is Joe. The best thing I could advise you guys is that uh stick with corporates. Corporates you're gonna see where you're going when you're shooting for corporates. Build yourself, build your career through an artist, fade it, do whatever. Yeah, corporate. And even your Instagram feed, doc, must be clean. You must be like, umuntu mescrolla kuwe la, let's say uscrolla maphoso ufuna ukubuka on your Instagram feed. You must see what this guy is about. This photographer is talking, what is he about? Yabo? Ungabona khona ibono, khona umuntu oserious after khona utshwala. No, you must be consistent of what you're shooting, dog. And then from there you'll be okay. I don't lie. My Instagram, I'll never post nudes anymore. Even if I want to, I can't. I'm told. Get a team. Get someone who's gonna. Yeah, this is the thing I never told anyone. Like I'm telling you guys now. Uguchi, yeah. Shut up, shut up. That's the thing, you guys. I have to tell you. I have to tell you, to be honest, on a serious note. Uguchi, guys. You must find someone who's gonna do some financial. You must get a financial advisor. Get a financial advisor, guys. Get a manager, guys. Get someone who's gonna maintain all those bookings, admins. I know, Sam, I wanna joke. For me, it's working. On my side, it's working. I don't know lie. But get someone who's gonna manage your stuff. When I only do what you do is go there, shoot. Go there, shoot. And when it comes to money, we photographers, videographers, we love to blow money on necessary things. We love to blow money on necessary things. I don't lie. Unnecessary things, I mean. Man, actually gig like 8K. Wait, along a sneaker 7K. Get a gig along a love a joy. Hey gig. Okay, fine. Okay, actually let the difference like if you're coming from a nice family, you know. Okay, as I was saying, it depends. Some they do photography just for fun. Some they do it for the love. Some they do it for like they don't have a choice. That's how I started. I studied photography like I don't have a choice but to do this. But I eventually fell in love with it. You know? And it's something I can tell my story to. It's something I can do like this is what I love, guys. So obviously I have to capture it through this lens and stuff. So yeah, let's try to say it perfect. My God, on some fancy shit just because of the 2-3 months payment thing in here, okay? This alone is serious. Mm-mm. That thing, what I hate about it is that after that month, those months, you don't get the same booking at the Chola for the previous month. Now, so inkinga-ke manje. Uboleka kuthini? Ukuthi sikuboleka imali. Vele, you're Bruce Well. I mean, if I have, I'll switch out. If I don't have, get it. But what I'm saying is, guys, let's try have someone who's a financial advisor in your team, in your company, in your photographic stuff. Then you'll be okay. To be honest, you'll be. Let me but I've experienced it through my life and stuff. Tell you man, tell you man. Fine, if you invested like in terms of like you invested like out buying equipment, buying whatever, it's okay. Fine, that's perfect. That money's gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? That money is gonna come back. But let's invest our money into like some serious things, mustn't waste it. Just save it. Guys, insure your equipment also. Insure your equipment. Guys must have a funeral policy or whatever. We're always on the road with it. Siyafa endleleni. I've seen that through my nigga. Umchita wami, mase kufihla abanye umchita wami. Only to find out then a policy, whatever. Fine, family was there, we did contribute, whatever. But what I'm saying is, family, police, funeral police, insurance, equipment, the rest, the higher end, but once someone else was into this, I saw before. Mnandi. Let's send it in, let's sponge your goals. I'm a photographer. Left, right, a car, a bunch of goals. Something you cannot run away from. It's always there. So this is clearly means you agree that you need to take our craft as business and hire those graduates that come and want to know. Yeah, because you want to state that the corporate is the way that you need to be governance compliance, right? Yeah, here's the best way, yeah. All I could tell is that you can bring people into your company. But if there is no contract involved, once lo muntu benefits about it, you have to like Nami, if I bring someone except poison as this part, there's no contract in Ifagai. So yeah, just give them a chance. They must grow with you. You must lead them. They must learn a lot from you. And if Bavai, that's what happens. So that's how it is. Like something that you cannot run away from. Now that's the mission right now. Because I've been getting a lot of after students like 39 can like, yeah, I'll do that. Now I'm gonna hold them. Now I do the same. If there's someone who like is willing, like to look up to you, wanna learn a lot from you, see is it you? See, we don't have a choice. Pardon.
Hello.
Oh, you're back.
I am back, yes. So I just had to create a makeshift MacGyver setup here.
I've been answering all those questions on my thingy. Some of those questions that they've got. So I've been busy chatting with them and stuff. Hayi ngikabe hamba manje. Ibuye ngefoni, ifoni enza so. Angiyibambile. Ngishayisho. Hey, with the KFC after that. That made shit. He's serious. You took that bit. That you give me